Sunday afternoon live chat. Hitting all the buttons, setting everything up, making it right. Let's get this a little more. That. Okay, cool. Now where's my phone? There's so many steps you have to take to get this thing to work the way you want it to work. Mute everything. Go here. So I could read your comments. There. Boom. Should be good. Let's see if anyone's around today. Okay. We're ready. We got a big cup of coffee to drink here. We're going to see hello first person. Good to see you. How are you? Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. All that stuff. Very hot, but we're going to do this anyway. Okay. See if we get this camera right. Thank you for the like. Appreciate it already. So what time is it? 2 p.m. exactly on Sunday Eastern time. So I'm sure some of you are watching football, and I don't want to ruin that. But for those of you not watching football, let's hang out. Let's talk trucks, eh? That's way too hot. We're going to sit that down for a little while. We got ourselves the chat machine here, so we're going to do this. Just woke up, having coffee with you guys. Overnight shifts, that's how we roll. 2022 Tundra, we're still trying to make half tons great again in the half ton segment. Looking forward to seeing what they come out with the next gen, which today we could talk about. We could talk about all the good stuff, what we got from 2020, Tundra, Toyota related stuff like that, and what we can expect in 2021, which I know a lot of you are pumped up about, because 2021 is going to bring us the next generation. Model year 2022, but it will be launched this year, so I'm pretty excited for that. Good to see people signing on. Hello. How was your Christmas? That should be the number one thing on the docket today. How's everybody's Christmas? How's everything going? Hello, people signing on. Good to see you. Another random live stream. I figured Sunday afternoon there's going to be a few of you sitting around. Ryan, Merry Christmas to you too, pal. How are you? Good to see you. Let me get the phone up now because people are starting to sign on, which is a good thing. Jerome, what's up? Good afternoon from Quebec. Hey, happy Boxer Day. Belated, right? I still don't know what Boxer Day is for the Canadians, so if you would like to explain that, let's do it. Or not Boxer Day, Boxing Day, right? I don't know. Help me out. It's just Christmas down here. But yeah, so anybody get anything Tundra related for Christmas? Anything good like that? Only a couple minutes late this time. Yeah, not really. 2:46. That's really good. Giants are losing, so Merry Christmas. Yes, Merry Christmas, John. Oh, the Giants. They gave me some hope, and now they're pulling it away from me. Got the Green Yeti on your recommendation. Hey, man, Green Yeti all day. Love it. Got to be honest. Didn't think I would. Thought it'd be a waste of money, but it's actually pretty cool. Where's the Grinch outfit? You know, for a minute I was thinking about wearing the Grinch outfit on this live stream, but the problem with that is the Grinch outfit is extremely hot. Extremely, extremely hot. I would be covered in sweat within 5 minutes, but did you like that? Did you guys see all that? The camera's in a different view, so usually I put my iPad so the camera's here, so if I keep looking the wrong way, I apologize. I want to look at you. But yeah, did you guys see the Instagram post and all that of the Grinch outfit? Every year I try to do a funny outfit for my nieces, and that's what that is all about. Let's see. Not exactly Tundra related, but got a new GoPro to film Tundra stuff. Riley, that's just as good, if not better. Jerome says it's Boxing Day. It's the day that I avoid going to stores. Okay, copy that. Jules, what's going on, buddy? TD, and good morning. Yes, because you are in Alaska. Anchorage, Alaska, to be exact. Simon, what's going on? Merry Christmas, man. Got some 34-inch ridge grapplers for my Platinum. Can't wait to see those on the truck. They're going to look good. Edwin, what's up? Got my Tundra Platinum Wind Chill Pearl. Merry Christmas, Edwin from Port St. Lucie, Florida. Gorgeous Port St. Lucie, Florida. Congratulations on the Wind Chill Pearl. Tough color to find. Beautiful truck. I keep looking at the wrong part. But congratulations. That's a good one, man. Very, very good one. Carl says Boxing Day is the day after Christmas. That was a day for servants to have their own version of Christmas with their own families. Okay, that's kind of nice, man. Tim, Merry Christmas to you, pal. Good to see you. We need a sip of coffee. So you're going to see a transformation of me tired right now, just waking up, to extremely energetic because there are 2 very strong cups of coffee in here, so we're going to work this out. There we go. It's very hot right now, though. All right, the name Boxing Day is from where the rich families would give boxes of presents for their servants and their servants' family. Okay. This is the first time I ever got the info on that. That's crazy. Julio, what's going on? Good morning, Mark, and Merry Christmas. Loving my new 1794 in super white. Very jealous of you. 1794, my unicorn. Very, very jealous. John says, I saw a burgundy Tundra today. What's the official color name? And your thoughts on that color? What was the, excuse me, what was the year? Burgundy. I don't remember that one. That was, the second gen had a burgundy. I don't remember what it was called, though. Because now they got the Barcelona red. Huh. Yeah, let me know what that was. I'd love to know. Carl says, I got to go, but have a good day. You too, buddy. Kind of said, touchdown, Indiana. Okay, good to know. Oh, football. Breaks my heart every year. I remember when the Giants were a decent football team for a short period of time there. Let's see. Ali, how you doing, bud? I'm doing well. Love your videos. I appreciate it. I appreciate you watching. Thank you. Figured we would do a little live stream. You guys love the live streams. I try to do it when I have time. This has been a very busy week, and we're going into another busy week, so why not one more before the new year? I'll try to get one more in, but let's call this the last of the 2020 year, and we could talk about all the stuff that you guys are excited for the next generation and the next year. All right, because I'm excited for a few things. Obviously, number one. Well, first off, where's everybody coming from tonight? There are 24 of you on here. So where are you in the world? I'd love to know. Seems like there's a lot of Canadians as you are explaining Boxing Day to me, so that's very cool. All right, let me catch up while you guys are saying that. Edwin says, what do you think about the pedal commander on the Tundra? I've never used the pedal commander. This is a very common question I get. But a lot of my viewers, and if you guys use the pedal commander, feel free to chip in and help our friend out here, Edwin. I've never heard a bad thing about the pedal commander at all. But please know, if you get any kind of box tuner or any tuning for your Tundra, you're going to void your warranty. So keep that in mind before you spend the money. As far as the performance of the part, my viewers always seem to say it's very good. And it does make a difference. So keep that in mind. John says, just heard a report that Japan will no longer allow the sale of ICE vehicles after year 2035. Okay, I could see that. I've heard 2035 mentioned quite a few times with stuff like that. So we shall see. It's all a waiting game for that. I will tell you this. There is some news that came out of Toyota that I was reading. I think it was on LinkedIn. One of the people I follow that works for Toyota there. And it was about a solid-state battery that they're about to revolutionize the electric vehicle scene with down the road a little bit. They're creating it now. And it's basically for what everybody fears now. So you buy an EV vehicle, electronic vehicle, and you're driving down the road and you're going to need a charge and you got to find a place to plug it in and it takes forever to plug it in. Well, they're talking like 10-minute to 30-minute full charges for your battery and a way longer range. So that could be something down the road that makes EVs more practical around the country. So we shall see. If you want EVs, you're going to have to set up, charging stations and things like that. So the goal now, before you fully inject yourself into that scene, which it's coming, all right? There's going to come a day where we don't have our beloved V8s and we don't even have the small displacement forced inductions anymore. Everything's electric. But they need to have the infrastructure, especially in the Midwest and everything, to support that. So now's the time to take care of all that before they start building them like hardcore. Of course, there already are electronic vehicles out there, electric vehicles, but not in a mass production type form as what they plan to do in the future. We shall see. Robert said, Henderson, Nevada. All right, in the house, Nevada. Wait, I always say it wrong. It's Nevada, right? Nevada. Anyone who's not in Nevada says Nevada, so I apologize for that. Raymond says, hello from Canada, Alberta, okay, the land of Brett the Hitman Hart, very nice. Ken says, Longmeadow, Massachusetts, with the auto show being canceled, how do you anticipate Toyota unveiling the next gen? They're probably thrilled that it's canceled because now it's going to be easy on them. I've seen a couple launches through the whole COVID thing, and they pretty much do exactly what you see on the screen at an auto show. They have a stage, they have a big screen behind the stage, somebody comes out to talk about it, one of the engineers, the CEO, whatever, and the truck rolls out and they spin it around as they talk about it. I'm sure they're going to love it because if they don't like how it goes, they could cut and start over again. So we shall see. We will see it though, and that's all that matters, right? Riley says, Winder, Georgia in the house, okay. John's in Lowell, Massachusetts. Travis is in didn't say that right. Back that up. Travis is in Wisconsin. Go Packers. Let's see. Sean, what's going on? Merry Christmas from Tennessee. Again, Merry Christmas to you. Hope you enjoyed your holiday. Eric says, Mark, how you doing? Doing well, pal. Doing well. Sliding in this live stream before work again tonight. So why not? Cole, what's going on? Small town Arkansas in the house. Very nice. Letting this coffee catch up. So one more thing, I'm going to do a quick plug for you guys on all this Tundra stuff that I wear. Black on black Toyota racing hat. Got the Tundra hat. There's, all this Toyota stuff I wear. You guys always ask where it comes from. Toyota Outfitters is the website. They have extended my promo code until March. So make sure before March you get out there and use the promo code. All caps. TundraDude. One word. All caps. TundraDude. Saves you 25% site-wide on hats, all that crazy stuff back there, cups, mugs, wall hangings, all that stuff. Promo code TundraDude saves you 25%. And Sparks Parts, of course, we know. Promo code TundraDude34 saves you 5% site-wide. All right, and that has all your Toyota parts, not just Tundra. I'm talking door handles. We're talking intakes, performance, and your OEM stuff. Go check it out. Let's see. Jerome says, just anxiously awaiting for the next gen to show up and then make the call. Yep. Tomorrow's video, I'm going to focus a little bit on the next gen, on what I am, mind you, it's still all rumors, but I'm going to be doing phases of videos on what I plan to do, because I plan to buy one immediately when it comes out. So I want to start talking about some of the things that I want to do with it as far as configurations and things like that. So that'll be tomorrow's video, so make sure you check that out. Excuse me. I think I'm convinced my dad, or you convinced your dad to get a Tundra finally, just trying to find the one he wants. Nothing wrong with that. Listen, I say this to people all the time. Don't rush the buying experience. Enjoy it. Oh, I keep hiccuping. The best part of buying a car is the research, checking everything out, test drives, fun stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. So, yeah, enjoy it, man. Looking forward to hearing what you end up with. I was actually watching a video before I started this, Carvana, Carvana, where you can go and they'll deliver the car to your house or whatever, or you can go there and put some coin into a slot and it goes up into a tower and picks the car out for you and stuff. That'd be pretty neat. Nothing around me like that, but that'd probably be pretty neat. Anyone ever use Carvana on here? Probably not. Still fairly new. Jerome said, oh no, I already read that. Cole said that. Jerome said, are there any possibilities of seeing a hydrogen electric Tundra in the future? Who knows, man? Who knows? I don't think it'll be anytime soon, but possibilities are endless. $17.94 is what he's looking for. I'm hurt. Again, my unicorn truck. Mark, have you heard any news on the next gen Tundra interior? I've heard it'll be similar to the current generation. I haven't heard anything other than the fact that, and this again, I have to disclaimer this, rumors, but this sounds like it is plausible, that obviously we're going to get an all-new dash. It's going to look futuristic, but practical. And the screen, like the infotainment screen, is going to be class-leading as far as size. So that means bigger than what Ram is offering now in their higher trim 1500s. So keep that in mind. Soon we're going to have just big iPads in the middle of the screen, or in the middle of the dashboard. I think some people are doing that already as far as brands and things like that. But class-leading screen and a new up-to-date dash. As far as the interior goes, I'm sure it's going to look all new. I'm pretty sure they're going to go into this thing and make sure everything looks different at the end of the day. There are some things I want to see different on the next gen. There are some things I don't. Personally, I say this all the time, I don't dislike the look of the current generation truck. I think it looks and I'm not saying this because I'm a Tundra owner and fan, but I think it's one of the better looking half tons out there. I think the Ram 1500 in certain configurations is also a very good looking truck. Excuse me. The Ford F-150 in certain configurations, a great looking truck. Not really a fan of the Silverado in much. I guess the Trail Boss would be the best looking one. I'd rather get an AT4, the GMC. But yeah, I don't know. It's just the Chevy design, and there's a lot of people out there that like Chevy. Just personally, I've never been a huge fan of their front ends. I don't know. It just doesn't really do it for me. But if I had to pick a Chevy, the Trail Boss is pretty neat. But if it's, if we're going GM totally, I need that AT4 in the GMC Sierra. That's just me, though. But yeah, I feel like the current generation Tundra still has a very good look to it. Very, you know, I don't even know how to explain it. It just looks like a truck. And one thing I don't want to see is them to come out with something that looks so futuristic, like the Tesla truck. Like that looks 50 years ahead of its time. It doesn't look anything like a truck. I still want it to look like a pickup truck. So it's a wait and see game, but we don't have to wait much longer. So that's cool. Cole said, I'm trying to find single cab, short wheelbase Tundra. One passed work a couple weeks ago. Dang, I'd love that one. Yes, so the regular cab short bed is what you're looking for. They're hard to find, but they can be found. They made them up until, I think they were 09 is when they stopped making those. And the 07 and 08 have a TRD off-road package attached to them. They still make them out in UAE and the Middle East. So, just something to keep in mind. Robert said, the wait for the new Tundra is too long, driving me crazy. They need to give us something. This is BS. So one of the other rumors is there will be like a Super Bowl commercial like they did for the 07. Now, I've seen what I think will be the Super Bowl commercial, and it doesn't give you very much. But it gives you enough to keep you pumped up, knowing what's coming down the road very shortly. Aggie, what's up? Don't like the huge, perfectly circular wheel wells on the F-150. One thing about the F-150 I'm not a huge fan of, and when I was driving the double cab Lunar Rock the other day, and I drive a Tundra every day, but for some reason it really caught my eye in the Lunar Rock. I love the fact that the Tundra mirrors, and I'm not talking tow mirrors, I'm talking about the regular ones that come on the truck, they're a good size. They're not overwhelmingly large, but they do the job very well. On some of these other trucks, I feel like the mirrors look too small. Ram, I feel like the mirrors just, they don't look right. Ford has a decent mirror, but it's turned up more than turned wide. So I will agree with you on there are some things on the exteriors of these bodies that just don't look 100% right to me. I'll even give you a Toyota. I don't like the tires that come on the TRD Pro. I think they should be a little bit more aggressive. Nothing too crazy, just give me a little bit more. Give me something different than what is offered on the TRD off-road package because that is the same tire. So it's not just, you know, if you're not Toyota, I'm going to find things I don't like about you. There are definitely things I don't like about the Tundra. Pros and cons, baby, you know, that's what it is. But some of the other brands, there are definitely like the mirror size, and we can use Ram again here. And I kind of feel this way about the chrome grills on some of the Tundras. I feel like, and I say this in a lot of my dealership walk videos, that they've done really well with the chrome on these 18 and up Tundras. There's still chrome front ends, but the grills, okay, let's use this grill behind me. This is from a 2017 Platinum. Disregard the Toyota emblem that I turned into a black Toyota emblem. It used to be a chrome one. Now, on this Platinum, you had, if you bought this truck in 2017, it came with a, you know, a body color surround on it. So it really takes away the chrome. And then this is just silver. And then the badge was actually chrome in the middle. Now, the other trucks in 2017, if you bought the 1794 and the SR5, they had the same grille on them, which was weird to me. And it's all chrome. I mean, big, bright chrome. And then this was chrome. So it was way too much going on. Now, if you go look online at a 2018 and up 1794, it's still chrome up front, but it has a black surround behind it that kind of dulls out the chrome a little bit, and it actually looks really good. It's a nice blend of both. There are a lot of people out there that still like chrome, but I think this is more of a modern take on the chrome, if you will. If you go down to the SR5 now, the grill is like or I guess you'd call it like a honeycomb black with a chrome surround. Again, a little bit of chrome doesn't hurt, and it looks a lot better. But there is a few of the higher trim Rams that have the big chrome grill and it says Ram in chrome across the front. Those I don't like. But then again, the TRX grill and the Rebel grill, I like that. Where it says Ram, but it's not, you know, splashed in your face with all that chrome. Coffee sip, and then we'll get back to some of the messages. Guys, if you're just signing on, welcome aboard. Thanks for being here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Check out the playlist section to get caught up on everything, including what we're talking about right now. The next generation Tundra. All the rumors of the last few years are in a playlist. Go check it out. And if you wouldn't mind, hit the like button on the live stream. It helps me out, and I appreciate it. Thank you. And if you like the shirts like this that I'm wearing, 2022 Tundra, make half tons great again. We've got a lot of stuff. You'll probably see it below me right now in my Teespring store. All right, I got the prices down as low as they could possibly go. But after January 1st, I got to put them back up a little bit. So if you're in any of this TundraDude34 gear or you're a fan of the channel, check it out before January 1st. Thank you again. All right. Not in favor of my truck breaking down, so not a Chevy fan, says John. Ken says, let's see, is there a timeline for the unveil? My guess is it'll be somewhere in February. So let's say they do run the Super Bowl ad, okay? What is the Super Bowl? The first week of February usually? They'll run the ad, and then usually what they do, and again, it could be different this time around, you'll start to see Toyota social media give you little ideas of what to expect. The reason I say February is because the Chicago Auto Show is always in February, and that's where Toyota does a lot of their Tundra unveils and Tacoma unveils. So my guess is mid to late February, maybe right around Valentine's Day, which would be good. Sooner the better. Then I can start planning exactly what I'm going to get. Wish they'd keep the body, just change the MPG and technology, Robert says. It's a very good call. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that at all. Like I said, I love the look of the current generation. There are some things here and there that, you know, we would want to see changed. And I'm not against a full ground-up remodel. It is time. It's been a long time for the Tundra. Very excited for what's to come. And I really look forward to coming back onto this channel here and talking with you when they unveil it to see what direction you guys are going. Because there's a lot of people right now in a holding pattern whether to get the current gen 2021 or the next gen 2022. They're not making a move until they see what's coming, which is very smart. You don't want to regret, you know, buying a 2021 and then seeing the next gen and being like, oh, I should have waited. All right. The other truck my dad is looking at is a 2020 GMC X31. Okay. Robert says Toyota needs to make tow mirrors with blind spot. Crazy they don't. There are aftermarket options out there, but I agree with you. Daniel says, I know you said you're definitely getting the new gen, but is there anything that would change your mind on the purchase? Something that will be a complete turnoff? No. And here's why no. First off, I love my 2020 that's in the driveway. Like I said, I love the current gen. But for this channel, for you guys, no matter what the truck looks like, what's offered on it, what I don't like on it, I'm going to buy it first thing for the channel, for you guys. So this is the 5th year of this channel, and a lot of you want the next gen. A lot of you guys don't like to buy a first year of a new generation. I want to buy one of the first ones off the line and talk about all the potential problems it may have, if any. Hopefully not. It's a Toyota QDR. But yeah, I don't care if I like it or dislike it. It is all for the channel on this one. Pretty sure I'll like it though. All right, Max says, new TRD Sport in Mag Gray, the best, and you hate chrome. See, TRD Sport, I'm putting the phone down for this one so we can talk about this for a minute. We're going to take a little sip of coffee. Still piping hot. Way to go, Yeti. All right, we got to talk about the TRD Sport for a minute. I think one of the greatest things Toyota ever did with the Tundra was the TRD Sport trim package. Here's why. No one really liked, I shouldn't say no one, there are a large group of you that like the TRD Pro but don't like the price tag. Most of us don't like the price tag. The best thing about the TRD Sport is it's about $10,000 to $12,000 cheaper than a TRD Pro, and it gives you the body color look, which is the number one thing everybody wishes was on more of the trims of the Tundra. You get the grille surround, like behind me, is body color. The front end bumper caps, body color. The rear bumper, body color. I mean, you lose little things like the Fox suspension and some of the other TRD Pro stuff, but if body color is your thing and money saving is another thing that's big on your mind, and if your truck spends 95% of its life on road, you may want to look at that TRD Sport. It gives you TRD sway bars front and rear. It gives you a more roadworthy tire, and it gives you a Bilstein suspension that is more built for on-road travel. It could totally go off-road, don't get me wrong, it's a 4x4, but it's meant for more of the on-road travel. So if you're looking to save a bundle of money, and like I said, this is the last week of the year, this is by far the best time to buy a vehicle. The TRD Sport may be something you're looking at. I know people that are coming to the Tundra brand new don't know much about, you know, the trims and the offerings out there. But one of the common questions is, how can I get myself body color without spending 60 grand on a TRD Pro? And there's two ways you could do that. Number one, you could look at something like the SX package. You could look at something like the TRD Sport package, or you can go to Sparks Parts and build your own, you know, with the color keyed bumper end caps you'd have to put on yourself, the door handles you'd have to put on yourself, things like that. So you have some options out there. But the TRD Sport, to me, is probably one of, if not the top two best Tundra packages out there for sure, strictly based on the fact that it's something a little bit different than everything else. So that's the way I feel. So let me know what you think about the TRD Sport as I catch up with all these comments. Read that. Jonathan, what's going on, buddy? Hello from East Tennessee. Has anyone on here ever replaced the front rotors on their Tundra? All right, let's help Jonathan out. Anyone on here replace the front rotors on your Tundra? Let's see what we got from that one. Cole says, in my opinion, chrome today just isn't the same as it was in the 50s and 60s. Car body lines today just don't look well with a lot of chrome. The new high country Duramax is a good example. And, you know, the best part is this. It's to each their own. If you like chrome, you get chrome. If you don't, there are options out there. Not that long ago, a lot of these manufacturers didn't even offer, you know, the body color and the blacked out stuff. And there's going to come a time where all the blacked out everything gets old and they want to move on from that. But I think Toyota does it well because it's not overdone. Think of the Pro for a minute. Okay, so everything's body color on it. The badges on the truck are blacked out and the wheels are blacked out. It's a nice blend and it looks good, but you know, it's not crazy. When you do get a black TRD Pro and everything's blacked out on it and you tint it blacked out, it's just, you know, that murdered out look. That's an acquired taste. Some people love that, some people hate that. Another very popular configuration for the TRD Pro and for other Tundras is the white truck with the black accents, which has been going on for a long time now. I still think looks the best, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, there's going to come a day where we're talking about, you know, folks that are like, oh, the blacked out look. Nobody likes that anymore. But there's still people out there that like chrome, so Toyota offers both. Why not? Cole says, Jonathan, I've replaced all rotors on my Tundra. Pretty easy. And Jonathan says, thanks. Oh, yeah, so Aggie says, and it gives you the hood scoop. You get the hood scoop, the fake hood scoop on the TRD Sport as well. Lee says, is the new Tundra V6 twin turbo? That's what they're saying, buddy. That's the rumor. That is one of the rumored engines. Caitlin, what's going on? TRD Sport is only for SR5, but TRD Off-Road, yeah, is on both the Limited and SR5 and 1794 trim. How come Toyota does not have the Sport package on the Limited? Probably just wasn't in the budget. You know, probably just wasn't in the trend of buying. You know, if you have a Limited, which gives you a little bit more options, obviously, than the TRD Sport does, and you want that, you know, body color end caps up front, it can be done. You can eliminate the chrome. Of course, it costs a little bit more money. You could also do that at the time of purchase through the Toyota catalog, so it is possible. But yeah, TRD Sport package is not offered on the Limited, which, you know. But I will say this, you can build your Sport pretty close to a Limited, minus stuff here or there. So you kind of got to judge your wants and needs on that. But I hear you. Dealership wanted $375 per axle to turn rotors and replace pads. Dealership. John says, would you ever consider arranging some kind of Tundra truck meet so some of the Tundra owners in the area can compare modifications? Of course I would. Absolutely. I think the problem with that would be is, I don't know, I would like to do more of a neutral area. I would probably do some form of a channel meet down in like where Sparks Parts is, Sparks Toyota, where I do my promo code with, which is in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. That way you can get Tundra owners all over the East Coast coming together. Up here in New Jersey, there's Tundra owners, of course, but I feel like the bulk of, you know, a lot of the viewership and stuff, at least East Coast wise, is more down that way. So it would be nice to do like a meet in the middle kind of thing. So what do you think about that? Cole says, Jonathan, I replaced all rotors and pads for $400. There you go. Carlos, what's up? I've changed my rotors myself. Upgrade to the power, stop front and back, easy to do. Cole says, Jonathan, go to Rock Auto. Great upgrade brake packages. Like it. Caitlin says, thanks for answering my question about the trim levels. Your videos are awesome. Hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Trim levels are always fun to talk about. So many differences out there as far as what people want in their Tundra. Bodyguard, what's up? I'm in the market for a new Pro, but I'm seriously considering buying a bone stock SR5 and then customizing it. Bodyguard, I will tell you this. You'd probably save a bundle of money going the SR5 route. The Pros are, in some areas, they're hard to find. I shouldn't say that because there are Pros that are listed on, you know, Auto Trader and stuff right now. I check it almost daily to see how many Pros are out there, but a lot of them are marked up. So you'd probably save so much money by getting that SR5, and you could get a great deal because it's the last week of the year, and then build up your truck exactly how you want it. Something to keep in mind, man. Something to keep in mind. Irving says, do you think Toyota will truly get rid of the V8? Man, I've been talking about that for a long time. There's so many rumors on that. Yeah, I do. I do think they will. You guys wanted, again, rumor mill, you guys wanted, high horsepower, high torque, better towing capacity, better payload, better MPG. Now, if they can hit all that using something that will bring the Tundra into the future, i.e. a hybrid engine or a V6 twin turbo setup, and that's the direction they want to go with the truck, why not? Obviously, everybody wants the V8 because we're used to V8s for all these years, of course. But, and I always say this, and I don't know if this is the case, but you got to remember, Toyota, their bread and butter vehicles are that of the Highlander, the Corollas, the Camrys. I call them the point A to point B vehicles. The Tundra is just a part of Toyota. Where if you look at Ford, the main vehicle for Ford is the F-150. So they have all the R&D, the time, the money goes into that F-150. You see a lot of new generations, a lot more than the Tundra for sure. The Tundra, they probably have a budget, and they have to keep within the budget, and they want to give you guys everything that you've been talking about for all this time. So instead of doing the slow blend into the next generation where they give you some of these engine options that are new and different, but they keep the V8 for those that don't want that, kind of like the F-150 does with the 5.0 Coyote engine, they're just going full steam ahead into the new stuff. So we shall see what comes out. I always say this, and I will always say this. If the next gen rolls out on stage and they start talking engine choices, and one of them is a V8, I will be thrilled. I won't buy the V8, but I will be thrilled. For the channel, I'm going to buy something completely new, but we shall see. It is a question, and it is something that this is why a lot of people are waiting before they buy a 2021 to see what the next gen actually brings. We're all just waiting for, instead of rumors, we just want to see what's coming, right? No more talk like I heard this and heard that and heard this. And I have some very reliable sources over the years. And that's why if you're new to the channel, you got to check out the Next Generation playlist and see some of the stuff in there. And then after the truck actually comes out, we can cross-reference those videos and see where we were right, where we were wrong, and where small things differ here and there. But I don't know. I don't know. The 5.7 liter V8 has been a great engine. It's definitely served its purpose, and we shall see what comes next. Great question. Great question. The Katie's engine would be awesome in the Tundra, says Brian. An opposed piston engine. Dude, I'm down for it all. Bodyguard. Hi, Brian, by the way. Bodyguard says, but can't beat a naturally aspirated V8, aka Ford 5.2 Shelby engine. I hear that. Robert says if Toyota just got better MPG and keep reliability, it would be a win. You got to remember this too, something to keep in mind on the business level. The EPA is, breathing down everybody's neck about all these emission standards and, everything like that, MPG numbers, and it doesn't matter what administration is in the White House because these decisions are made years ahead of time before you see them on the lot and on the stages. So again, if Toyota has a budget of this, they have to keep it within said budget. There's some things they might have had to eliminate that they would have done differently. And EPA regulations kind of are pointing them in a direction. There's going to come a time where there's no more V8s, unfortunately. So I guess we'll see. Excuse me. Sip of coffee and we shall continue. All right. If you're just signing on, welcome aboard. Thank you for being here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, notification bell, so you know every time I put up a video and or live stream like this, because this is a random one. Irving says, do we know when the new generation Tundra will be made public? I'm trying to figure out when to buy. My guess is this. I'm going off of the trends of yesteryear for this one. I think we'll see it in February. I think it'll hit lots in the fall. That's usually the way it goes with these next generations, or anytime a new truck comes out. And that's not just Toyota, so we shall see. Carlos said, for those who want to give third generation a facelift, get your hands on the TRD Pro grill from the 2020 Sequoia. Looks sick, and the Morimoto LED headlights. People think my truck is a 2020. Okay, so you're talking. I got you. So you're talking to get your second generation, a third generation facelift. I got you. I like that. I like that. Yeah, I've seen a couple people do that. The head down in, or the president down in San Antonio Tundra crew, Abel. I think he did that to his Tundra. He put the Sequoia TRD Pro grill on his second gen, which looks really good. So good call on that one. Good call for sure, Carlos. Cole says, I see this Tundra being along the same lines as the C8. It's either going to be great or a bust. All right, Cole, what was the C8 to you? Was it great or a bust? Because I'm going to tell you one thing I've learned from all these, and we're Tundra people, so this will probably be a little bit different for us, but one thing I've noticed with all these major launches, and let's talk about the last few years, the C8, like you said, the Jeep pickup truck, right? The new generation Jeep Wrangler, and now the Tundra. Okay, so there's the Supra. Think of all those. People are waiting and waiting and waiting for them. There's build up, build up, build up, and then they launch it. No matter if it is a win or a bust, we go, wow, we take pictures, we make a couple videos, and we move on. You never hear about the Jeep pickup anymore, the Gladiator. It's just kind of on the lot now. For me, the C8, I've seen a few driving around here, and they look good. Would love to hear what you guys think about it. Mid-engine Corvette. How long have we been waiting on that for? Oh, wow. Again, but the buzz died down almost right after it came out. The Supra held a little buzz, but it held a little buzz for all the wrong reasons. People were mad it was a shared platform with the BMW. So these new generations come and go. The care for them, the popularity for them, they come and go. And that's why a lot of these dealers, or not dealers, manufacturers will do what they can to spread out the interest in a new generation. For instance, Toyota, okay? In 2014, they did the facelift on the Tundra. They did the refresh, the newer body style, couple new trim options, things like that. Okay, then we moved on from that. Oh wait, 2015, we have a TRD Pro line. So that's the way to do it, to stretch out your interest a little bit, but usually when these trucks come out, or cars, whatever, it's a little bit of a buzz, and then the buzz kind of dies off almost immediately. So it's just the way it is, I guess. When will the biggest rebates be offered? Now or in the fall or summer? I think now. I think now. Because the thing is this. Being the Tundra is going full gen, next gen, all new, ground up remodel. And with the rumor of no more V8, you're going to see a lot of interest in that 2021 because there's still a lot of you out there that want the V8. So you got to keep that in mind too. As far as rebates go, if they know that, they won't put massive rebates on it. They're going to want to clear their lots, but there's already such a low number of 2021s on most of the lots in the country that I don't know. I don't see it being crazy. What you have to do is, and this is one of those things we always talk about, don't base your purchasing time off of rebates. Base it off of times like now when it's the end of the year and they got to do everything they can to make their sales numbers, you know, and go out there and just do what you got to do to get the deal you want. I always tell people, don't always go off of what the incentives are and everything. You never know how desperate a dealership is to make a sale. You never know how good their volume is where they could give you a crazy deal. So don't be afraid to try. Worst they could say is no. And then you move on. I'm fixing to buy a new 2021 because I want to make sure if this is the last year of the V8, I have at least one of the last ones. Getting rid of my 2019 F-150 5-liter because it's straight up junk, he says. Eric, we should probably talk about your 5-liter Coyote, and I'd love for you to hit me up, TundraDude34@gmail.com. I'd love to hear why you don't like the Ford F-150 and why you want to come to the Tundra. Cole says C8 was amazing to me, and I'd love to see the Tundra be the same. The Supra, to me, was just eh. I love the Gladiator, actually. My goal by the end of 2021, own a C8. The guy who wrote, I don't know if this is all over the country, but there's a place up here called Burger 25, which is like your chain of burger joint. Pretty good stuff. The owner of the one by me owns a C8. It's pretty nice. Irving says, do you know if the new generation Tundra potentially also will have different trims and packages like today? Of the rumors I heard all of the same packages. I did not hear a 1794. I did hear a new upper level trim package that is yet to be named. That's all I know. And that's, again, rumor mill, baby. You always got to say rumor mill, because I want you guys to keep an open mind when the new one actually comes out to see where we're at as far as right and wrong, because there's going to be right and wrong. The fun part was, for all these years, we got information where we could, wet our whistle a little bit and kind of see what general direction we're going and kind of put the pieces together. That's why I always tell new people to check out the Next Generation playlist, just to catch up. Then you see, I think I set it up so the first video is the oldest video I made on the Next Gen, and it goes in chronological order. Bodyguard 58. Oh, Jonathan says, I would at least get the SR5 with nav and blind spot parking sensors. Yeah, that's a good way to start. Darius says, Pano sunroof on the Next Gen. I would think there will be something along those lines on the Next Generation. I mean, we got the Pano offered in the Camry, and it seems like all the auto manufacturers, at least for the half tons, are going that direction. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see that in the Next Generation. I'm perfectly happy with the moonroof I have on mine right now. So I'm cool with that. One thing I want to make sure that stays is the, in the Crew Max, I want them to keep the power sliding rear window. That's what I care about. Way more than a pano roof, because that power sliding rear window is one of a kind. And it's very cool. Good question, Darius. So that was a good one, buddy. If you're making me make a decision, I'm saying yes. I'm saying yes, they do pano moonroof. Just me, though. All right. Eric says, moonroofs are terrible down here in Texas. I mean, I'm sure it won't be forced. They went back on that. A lot of people don't know this. They're not great at advertising these changes on the Tundra. I guess that's what this channel's for, right? Oh, now. By the way, how's the sound? Everybody good with the sound? I always like to ask. Back in, I think, don't quote me, 2019, I think it was, the moonroof on the Platinum and the 1794 became optional. Before that, you had to have it. If you had that package, it was automatic. Then it became optional, because there are quite a few of you out there that want nothing to do with the moonroof. So that was cool of them to do. I would have totally advertised that big time. Just like I talk about all the small changes on the 2020. They did enough changes to totally advertise about it. That's just me, though. I'll do your commercial, Toyota. I'll do your commercial for your 2020 Tundra and now 2021. The all-new stuff that's in there. People have been asking for that stuff for a long time. That's a big deal. Sound is good. All right, cool, guys. Appreciate it. The Tundra SVT Cobra. How you doing, bud? The Tundra full rear slider. Oop, sorry. One sec. There we go. Battery's getting low on the thing. The full rear slider is so awesome. Yes, by far the best part of the Crew Max for sure. Mark says, happy holidays from Bend, Oregon. Mark, happy holidays, bud. Thanks for being here. Sorry to interrupt everybody's football games. NASCAR, we're still a month and a half away. Can't wait for that. Can't wait for a little NASCAR. I miss racing. Ooh, too much coffee. What time we got? 2:43 right now. 45 minutes into the live stream. If you're just signing on to the live stream, make sure you say hello and tell us where you're from in this great country or the world. We would love to know. We get a lot of folks from Canada, US, UAE, some in Ireland, UK, Australia's big, Philippines, all over the world this channel goes, so that's always fun. How you doing? Hello, yes. Cole C says, I'm ready to get back to the dirt track. I fell out of NASCAR, I hear that. Carlos says, loud and clear, good stuff. Every once in a while, everyone always says, loud and clear, the new mic is the best, right? There's always someone that always says, your sound's too low. What are you doing? And I'm just confused by that. It's got to be their computer, not mine. All right, Tony's in Cape Cod. Tony, what's up, buddy? Cape Cod, beautiful, beautiful area. Bodyguard's in Newport Beach, California. Now that is a nice place to live. I've never been to California. I've actually never been too far west, mostly East Coast. I went to Italy. Does that count? Paris. Tell them to turn up their volume. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It just always blows my mind when there's always one person that says the sound is bad. I don't know. This is something we never talk about that I should bring up. If you guys watch my videos, a lot of you love the dealership walk videos, all right? So I try to put them out every week or every other week, depending on inventory and weather. All right. But the sound with the wind is a huge pain. It's hit or miss. So I'm saying this now, as I say 63 times in each video when I'm doing dealership walks. I'm sorry about the wind, but I don't really have a choice. Because the way that building sits where I film all the Toyotas, the wind, no matter what direction, it swirls around right by where all the cars and trucks are. I do all I can to get you the best. A lot of times I have to go home and look at the whole dealership walk video and cut little pieces out here and there because the wind was just so bad. So bear with me on that. We're right by the Atlantic Ocean. It's always windy here, so got to do what I got to do. And I only have Sunday because Sunday is the day the dealerships are closed. Which is why I went out on Christmas and did that video. If you haven't seen that video yet, we went to the Toyota dealership to see how many Tundras they had, and then we went across the street to the Ford dealership to see how their F-150 inventory is, see if they're suffering from low inventory on their half tons as Toyota was. So check out that video. But the wind was hit or miss. Good at the Toyota lot, rough at the Ford lot. Mark says, finally caught a live stream. You're here, Mark. Good stuff. Hello from Manitoba, Canada. What's your thoughts on the twin turbo being from the Lexus IS500 as heavily rumored? I thought you'd mention it. It may be entirely new. I'm still holding out that it's going to be entirely new. I don't know. If it's from the Lexus, awesome, because that means it's got a little time under its belt. But one of the main rumors I heard is everything is all new. So let's, I'm keeping an open mind with that. Either way, it's a win, though, right? Daniel's in Lake Tahoe, California. All right, rock and roll. Cole says, I think I have video of some of the racing I was at last year. Maybe I should edit it and post it on here. You should, bud. You totally should. John says, love your channel. Appreciate it. I learned a ton from you and your followers. Keep doing what you do. Happy New Year, Mark. John, appreciate you, buddy. Be well out there. Be safe. Go watch football. Jerome, anyone give me a Giants score right now? What's the score? New York Giants, please. Jerome says, do you think Toyota will do a test day for the next generation Tundra, like a half day or full day to tryouts instead of just a dealership quiet drive around town? I don't know. That's a good question. Eric says, just sent you an email about my F-150. Eric, I'm going to get back to you shortly on that, bud. Bodyguard says, I have a tough question. What's the biggest lift you would lift? Oh, me? Would I install on an SR5? The biggest I would ever go, and this is me, depending on what I was going to use the truck for. I personally like the level lifts, like 3-inch. But if you're asking if I had, money didn't matter or anything like that, 6-inch, but it would have to be a good kit. It couldn't just be your basic to get the truck up to 6 inches. It would have to be, a complete kit with everything it needs, That, I always say suspensions are one of those things you don't want to get cheap on. You want to make sure you get what you need so it goes long term. Quality matters. Losing, yes, they usually are. Carlos says, come down to Cali and do the Tundra meetup in SoCal. Give me a heads up. I'd love to. Seamus, what's going on? You can get a furry microphone that plugs into your phone, which will cut down the wind noise. I probably should do that. Give it a whirl. If it plugs right into the iPhone, that will make me feel a lot better. Now, I did try something along those lines with it, and the problem was the wind was so hardcore that it would hit the mic, and then you couldn't hear me. But we'll try something else. All right, Ravens are winning. That's terrible. It's still early, though, right? What time is it? Probably right around third quarter. Mark says, 3 new Tundras on the dealer lot in Bend. About a dozen Ford Chevys, late model used. Assuming they were trade-ins for Tundras. Assume away. All right, Giants are losing big. Boo. Thank you guys for checking out the score. I appreciate you. Eric says, I'm putting a 7-inch BDS on the one I get this week. That's going to be insane. Do you know if upsizing tires will void the tire warranty and Toyota suspension manufacturer's warranty, VN says? If I were you, I would do 2 things to ensure before you do anything in void warranties. Number 1, read that manual really well. Number 2, talk to your local service manager and see what he says about that. Because you don't want to put yourself in a position where something goes wrong and then you don't have the warranty to back it up. So definitely talk to a few people on that one. Bodyguard says, sweet, Eric. Okay, cool. So we are all caught up. And there are 49 of you here. That's more than I thought I would get today, because this is a random Sunday. Everybody's hanging out. Christmas is over. We're between Christmas and New Year's right now. You're probably trading or returning stuff to stores or buying new stuff with all these gift cards we got. But this is going to be a great new year, right? We're really excited for everything that is to come. This is the year we get the new truck. This is the year where a lot of questions are answered, and I'm very, very excited for it. Lucas, what's going on, bud? Would you spend $85,000 on a Tundra equipped with a V10 in the LFA? Yeah, definitely. Why not? 85 grand. If I had 85 grand, I would definitely look into that. I'd like to just get an LFA, to be honest with you. But that would be pretty crazy. Is that something that's real, or is this just a rhetorical question? I'd like to know. And hello from Massachusetts. Finally catch a live stream. Good to have you here, and that is a great question. I'm going to ask that question to everyone one more time. Would you spend $85K on a Tundra equipped with a V10 in the LFA? Lexus LFA. If you don't know what that is, look it up. A dream car of mine. Turn up the gain on your mic. My speakers are turned up to 100 to hear you decently. I think this is all there is on this mic, man. This is all she wrote. I could do this for you, right? Here. John. You hear me, bud? You hear me, bud? Is this good? Too loud now? Let me know. Just playing with your mouth. Oh, let's see. K. Brooks said, would you spend $28K for a 2012 Black Rock Warrior with 75,000 miles? As long as it's in good condition, give it a once-over. Take a trusted mechanic with you, like a family mechanic or something, to give it a once-over and make sure it's good. But that's pretty standard to what people are paying. I love the Rock Warrior, 100%. Carlos says, I hope they offer the Destroyer Gray on the next gen. That would sell like crazy. That's the color I have in my 08 Tundra now. Looks amazing. Yeah. Dodge offers a flat gray like that, and it's amazing. Bodyguard says, yes. Tony says, sound is fine. Whack on his end. Long John says, your volume is good. His receiver is bad. Sound is A-okay. All right, I was just playing with the mic thing. We're all friends here. SVT, oh yeah, you just said that. Long John also said, I would not pay $80,000 for any vehicle. Straight up. Not paying $80K. You know, there's going to come a time where $80,000 is a normal amount of money for a vehicle. These vehicles are getting more expensive every year. And just by doing this channel for 5 years, I've seen the Tundra prices go up significantly since I started. For instance, I bought my double cab 2016 TRD Pro for sticker was 44 grand. All right. If you look at a double cab TRD Pro now, you're starting at $50,000 to $51,000. Now, don't get me wrong. The old ones, 15 to 17, were built off the SR5 platform, so you got a lot less, and you get a lot more today. But that's still a big jump in 4 model years, 4 or 5 model years. MSRP on my 20 Ram. Limited was $65,000. If you guys saw the video I did where I was walking around the Ford dealership, I can't remember what the price was, but it was a middle grade XLT 2021 F-150. $57,000, I think it was. Which, I will say this, Ford does things a little bit different. There's a thing called a 302A package, which gives you massive amounts of stuff in it. And that's one thing Ford does different than like a Toyota per se. They give you, if you want an XLT, which is kind of like comparable to an SR5, the SR5 you can only get certain things in it, right? But the XLT, you could put anything you want in it. Moonroof, leather, power, everything. So Ford does give you a lot of options, but the prices are insane. Bodyguard says, FYI, I own an 06 SR5 4.7 with 195,000 miles with 0 problems. It's going to be hard to sell it. That's amazing. Truck prices are stupid, all of them. I agree. Yeah, automotive prices have just gone way, way, way too high, and I don't see them ever coming back down. We could hope for some form of a stationary with these prices, but I don't see it happening. The problem is they're putting so much technology into vehicles today. Think of a cell phone, okay? 10 years ago, let's go 15 years ago. Let's go 2005, all right? The big phone then was what, like the Motorola Razr? And it was still a phone, and you could take pictures with it, and you could probably get on the internet, but nothing good, right? Now, a Motorola Razr was probably a $200-300 phone tops. You look at an iPhone 12, you're looking at $1,200. All right? The more stuff they put into these cars, phones, all this stuff, the more technology that goes into it, the prices skyrocket. Not even a little bit, a lot. Excuse me. Jeez. Any news on the 2022 Tundra reclining second row or storage under second row? HT asks. There is no real rumors on any of the little specifics right there with the 2022. It's more rumors on, things like engines, body style, trims, stuff like that. So we'll have to wait and see, when they actually do the launch, what some of the interior small little things like that are. My hope is, you know how the seat today goes up, but in the older gen it went down. I hope it's a seat that could do both. All right. Sorry. Need to keep sipping that coffee. Is it safe to assume Toyota will continue to make the 2021 model year all the way till the end of 2021? Or will they stop making, excuse me, or will, oh my, thing's about to here. Forgot where I was there. Or will there be a stopping point to order a TRD Pro and Lunar Rock? Listen, man, Lunar Rock is nearly impossible to get right now. If you want a Lunar Rock, you might want to get out there and try to find one ASAP. I think there will be a stopping point before the next gen starts. I'm guessing around spring. But those Lunar Rocks are going to be very hard to find. All right. SVT says the MSRP on my 03 Cobra was $35K, and I've got 60,000 miles on it, and it's still a $20,000 car. That's amazing. Love the Mustang, by the way. Tom says it will be interesting seeing where they go with the Tundra with Toyota banning the sale of ICE vehicles. They don't sell the Tundra over there, so hopefully it won't be affected. We shall see. We shall see. HT says, thanks. Bodyguard says, time to cut the lawn and wash the Shelby. Nice. God bless everyone and be safe. Yes, you as well. Happy New Year. If the new Tundra gets better gas mileage than the Tacoma, then what is the point of the Tacoma? Well, there's going to be a next-gen Tacoma coming in the next couple of years anyway, so I'm sure it'll still be better. VN says, how long Toyota keep making parts for the outgoing Tundra model? I would assume parts shortage will be a concern years down the line with the outgoing discontinued model. I don't think so. I think the general consensus is they make parts for 10 to 15 years after. Plus, the Tundra's been around for so long. Of course, 07 to 13 and 14 and up, they were slightly different, but the engine is the same and everything, so I think you'll be okay with that. Thomas says, typo, Japan banning the sale of ICE vehicles. Okay, we shall see, still. Long John, if the 22 headlamps and front end look like the dealer photos, it's going to be mean. Again, we shall see. Is there less TRD Pro Lunar Rocks because of COVID? I don't necessarily think because of that. I just think there's less of all Tundras because of it. They're still trying to catch up. They're at 100% capacity at the factory, but they're still catching up from the middle of 2020. Yeah, I almost said 2022. The middle of 2020 when they weren't making them for a while. So that's got to be one of the things. But Lunar Rocks are selling pretty quick from what I can tell. They are hard to find. Yes, go to Auto Trader and search nationwide. You will find quite a few of the Crew Maxes. Don't even look for the Lunar Rock TRD Pro. Nearly impossible at this point. If you want to see, if you guys are new to the channel, I had a Lunar Rock TRD Pro double cab for a press vehicle about 2 weeks ago. Check out that playlist. That was a lot of fun. John says no change. Seamus says the new Razor is something like $1,200 also. It's crazy. Doc, what's going on? Happy holidays, dude. Installing a deck system in my 2020 Tundra Pro and lost my anchor tie-down points. Do you think I can drill the old ones higher in the bed corners so I can have more secure? That's, if you want to drill into your truck, that's on you. I'm going to say it again, so if anyone has done something like this, we could help out Mr. Doc. He said, installed a deck system in my 2020 Tundra Pro and lost my anchor tie-down points. Do you think I can drill the old ones higher in the bed corners so I can have more security? I'm guessing he's saying. All right, if anyone can help him with that, go. SVT says, I'm guessing they'll have parts for a long while, for sure. Eric says, 10 years after they stopped making a certain model. Thank you. Doc says, points that the bed rail tie downs. Okay. AJ says, could you tell any difference in the recalibrated engine in the press Tundra? Yeah, it was still there. My 2020 still felt better, but my 2020 is now broken in a little bit around the 5,000 mile mark, which is always when it's at its best. But you could still tell that it drove nicely versus some of the other ones. But when you go from a Crew Max to a double cab, there's definitely some differences there regardless. John says $80K for the TRX is a bargain. And they make the TRX in different trim levels, different packages you could get with it, and it gets really high. So if you're into that, SVT says the COVID thing killed the parts supply for all the car companies. That is true. Tom, what's going on? Says, hello, Carl. LOL. Yeah, we got Carl right here, bud. I don't know if he's in the shot. Is he in the shot? Can't really get him over anymore, but he's still here. All these years, Carl's been here. AMAC says, hello, TD34, best way to start my day here in Mexico. AMAC, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're well. Hope your Christmas was good. Lucas says, dude, a Tundra with the LFA engine would be absolutely crush all competitors. Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. But I still want the LFA. Straight up. Just me. All right, boys and girls, that's going to do it for me on this here live stream. Wait, Chris says, any chance of a longer bed in the next generation with the crew cab? You guys have been asking for that for a long time. I hope you get it, because that is one thing people mention a lot of times, regardless of 2022 or not. SVT says 80K is the base TRX. The price goes up fast with options from there. Doesn't it always? All right, boys and girls, thank you for being here very much. It was a good live stream. If you're checking in late, go back to the beginning and check it out. Hit the live stream. What's wrong with me? Now the coffee's kicking in, and this is what happens with too much caffeine. Hit the like button, not the live stream. Hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Check out the playlist. Get caught up on everything. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you know every time I put up a video and or a playlist. We would love to have you involved. There's 62 of you here now. Thank you for being here. Go watch the Giants come back and win the ball game, which we're hoping for. If you are a Giants fan, it's been a weird year. It's been a weird 10 years. So I thank you guys for being here. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you know where to find me. TundraDude34, gmail.com. I'm also on Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook at TundraDude34. Couple plugs before I let you go. If you like all the TundraDude34 gear that I wear, 2022 Tundra, make half tons great again. The next gen's going to change it. The game changer truck. Go down below me, you'll see the Teespring shop. Go see all the stuff. Prices are going back up January 1st. So if you're into all that, go check it out now. If you're looking for the Toyota and TRD and Toyota racing stuff that I wear in all my videos to get that better shot there. Hats like this, which is a very popular one. Dropping stuff all over the floor. Tundra. Go to the website, Toyota Outfitters. Put in promo code TundraDude. One word, all capitals. TundraDude. And that saves you 25% site-wide. If you're looking for parts, OEM, or performance for any of your Toyotas, go to sparksparts.com. Promo code TundraDude34 saves you 5%. Boom, done. All the plugs everywhere. Just trying to save you guys money. But anyway, a late Merry Christmas, an early Happy New Year. Stay tuned to the channel. More videos to come this week. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for being here. Have a great one. Take care.